Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've done this offline. I am Panoy Knight. I am the director of esports at Albion College. But before then, I was also a commentator at one point in my life. So I get to be here with you, the wonderful Maximus, as we get to see Game 1 between Templeton and Wombsplitter.
Yeah, Templeton and Wombsplitter. Templeton I know from CMU as a Falcon player. That was typically what he was in the before times. But now it seems like over the break he's been living with too many ZSS names. So he's pulling out the ZSS this time. I think he's made a full swap, but that's unconfirmed. And Wombsplitter pulling out the Piranha plant. This man has a litany of characters that he can pull from. All of them just as scary as the last. And the Piranha plant may be his scariest yet.
Yeah, and you know what's really interesting? That's like Piranha Plant, if you're not careful, can honestly just kind of go around and do all the shenanigans that you don't want them to do. Like, Piranha Plant's one of those characters, and you can get on me for this one, that I would say is an anti-meta character that can actually go around, beat a lot of these characters if it's done properly with the right hands, the right set of controllers, whatever, what may you. But, you know, it doesn't matter when when Templeton over here just decides to just throw it out there with an up B, send this
the
stuff
flip kick ground. But that is the key. This is what I think makes Piranha Plant such an anti-meta character, is the weirdness and the strength of Patui.
Yeah.
It's so unconventional. In fact, it'll hover above him and he can send it in different, like, obviously different lengths away. But it's just so strong, goes for so much, and you can catch people. Ooh, that was a heck of an
It looked like one of the old Super Mario games where, like, Samus is the Mario, and out of nowhere, here's the Piranha Plant head.
Yep. Oh, and wow, I did not know. Wow, that stalls the momentum so much. Just holding out Patui. I didn't know that.
Well, when you've coached a player like Smithers, you kind of just pick up on a lot of these things, and you know what Piranha Plant is capable of. Obviously, Piranha Plant has faults like any other character, but you know it's just the random shenanigans that it's not just random, but it's also like, you know, you can still see it. It's still foreseeable.
Exactly.
So it's definitely something that you can get caught in if you're not careful.
Templeton trying to read a rolling with the down smash, not going to find it, and gets the rocket boots, but Piranha Plant is a very heavy character. That pot is probably made of tungsten or lead or something, because there's no way a plant should be that heavy, except when he's getting a boot to the face.
Not gonna lie though, that back air doesn't matter.
No.
Removes that stock, and you see Templeton thinking that's like, no, it's not gonna work.
But I think Woomsplitter's at the point where a spare Patui could very well just kill him. Or an up throw, in that case, sitting at 151%. Templeton still trying to get a little bit stuff started. Thanks, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to do a selfie.
Oh, but like you said, right there, Patui, it's so strong. It clashes with so much and wins against so much, like a ZSS down air.
Yeah, so the thing about the Patui, too, is that people always misjudge. What is it called?
They misjudge its ability. It can be a get-out-of-jail-free card, just in the same way as a game one's up, it can be a get-out-of-jail-free card. If you don't account for Patui, the fact that it doesn't disappear when you hit Piranha Plant,
like that,
like right there, it still is around, it's still doing work, and it can interrupt all your things. And I feel like that's what, to elaborate on what you said earlier, makes Piranha Plant such a good anti-meta character. It can interrupt all these combos that so many players are just like, okay, I got this first hit, I'm just going to keep going with it and keep inputting stuff. But it's over after the first round. Patui's out.
Oh, but you know, it doesn't matter right here. And that's the thing, too, is that Templeton almost gave that game away. And I'm not saying he did it purposely. It's just, you know, Wombsplitter was literally just splitting his womb. He was able to honestly, like, get those, I wouldn't say cheap hits, but able to get those quick Patui hits.
He was opening it wide open with Patui. And all the, you know, the typical Piranha Plant shenanigans, the Patui, the Poison Cloud, which is, it does work.
Yeah.
It does its job. And we're going to see here if Wombsplitter can come back and put up a fight, maybe take game 2 against Templeton. Maybe take his students to a game 3 situation. Templeton still sitting with the ZSS, and Wombsplitter, he had confidence in it.
Yeah.
He liked the way it felt. He liked the way the matchup felt. Templeton. You like the way the matchup felt, so we're still seeing the Piranha Plant.
And the thing is, too, like, like with Templeton, you could have gone Zero Suit, you could have gone Falcon. Really, like, those matchups, you know, that's what Piranha Plant can, like, lose to. It's the fact that, like, what do you feel more comfortable with? It's like when you're trying to have someone, like, fighting someone else's secondary and you just absolutely, like, demolish them, but that secondary is technically better than your main, you know? It's just really how you feel about it, and that's definitely what you're going to see here with Templeton. you see Wombsplitter actually putting in some pretty good damage, putting him to his last stock, high percentage nonetheless.
Yeah, game 1 at least. But right now we're seeing like, okay, Wombsplitter's trying to come back a little bit. A great spot dodge in, but no real follow-up. He's relying a little bit too much on Patui. His Patui is doing, it's not working out the way he wants. Like he's doing it frequently above the ledge, thinking it'll drop. It doesn't drop through. It just ends on the ledge. So if you get hit by, say, a ZSS up smash while Patui's out, she's not going to get hit by it. It's not going to interrupt anything. You got to be very careful with that.
Oh,
But the rolls!
No! And this is what I'm talking about. When you are not careful, Templeton, you know better, my dude.
Flip kick cheese!
I'm gonna cry because that was amazing. But that flip, dude, that flip kick.
The flip kick cheese. Just flip kick. And got sent to the Shadow Realm for it.
And honestly, that was the first time you see Templeton. Honestly, he's behind a little bit, just 20%, but
it's
still.
Still a very even game. Off that first stock into the spike, really, it's either player's game at this moment. It's a good grab.
Oh yeah, and you actually see Templeton on using a little bit more of his projectiles, using the stun gun. I can't remember the actual name of it, but almost getting the hit there.
Phaser or whatever. He's setting the phaser to stun, Carlo.
Basically. Star Trek Samus. ST Samus? I don't know. I was trying to make it sound a little bit better, but whatever. It sounded silly. Anyways. Kelly, oh sorry. God.
You want to keep reading the name, I know, but you gotta look down and remember, hey, well, gets the... No follow-up. Doesn't get it the second time either, but the side... That's a side B.
Yep.
I remember. The F smash is the 2 boots. Ooh. And there's the power of Batui.
And people like to sleep on Plant, and people think Plant is like a generously horrible character, but you kind of forget that Plant honestly has a really good ledge trapping game, able to just really trap a lot of its opponents wherever they wanted to. But
here's in that case, while Patui does stall in air, you gotta be very careful because you're basically making it almost easier to get spiked in the air. And unfortunately, Patui doesn't save you from spikes.
No. And this is the part where Templeton runs head first into that Patui. Good placement by Wombsplitter, but with 74%.
Now, frankly, what I think Wombsplitter is not really utilizing enough is the smokescreen aspect of Poison Cloud. Because we see a lot of Piranha plants, they'll set up Poison Cloud, sit inside of it, and then hold charge of a down B. Not really doing that, but instead he's trying to get something started here. Still on his last stock. So at 113, so he's 120 now. He's getting some rage, so he'll be doing more damage.
I thought that was a really cute trade. Oh no!
The back
through the platform,
and Templeton takes it 2-0 over Wombsplitter.
Yeah, that was the first game close. The second game not so much in my opinion, but it was still I mean, it was